Humans are one component in the biosphere. All kinds of activities can affect the state of the biosphere and can also be affected by change in the biosphere. Humans always try to improve the quality of life. Efforts to improve the quality of human life have been felt since the Industrial Revolution in the European continent. At that time, humans created new machines to produce the expected new product. Human life on this earth is very dependent on natural resources, and to preserve and utilize the biosphere in the present and the future requires an understanding of ecosystem, resources, and the natural environment. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, we will explain the chapter on ecosystem, natural resource, and the environment. Let's listen carefully.
A. Ecology as a basic of environmental management. Since humans inhabit the earth, he is required to overcome their environment in order to preserve life. In modern times, with the increasingly complex relationship between environmental components that make human culture, knowledge about the totality of human relation with the environment is still needed. Maybe even more so in an effort to maintain the next life. The term ecology comes from Greek, which is oikos, means house, and logos, which means knowledge. So literally, ecology means the study of organisms in their homes, or the study of the totality of the relationship of organisms, including humans, with their environment. A system consisting of elements of living things is called a biosystem. In general, biosystems have the following characteristics. 1. Is an open system. 2. Require food or fuel to renew energy and materials that are used. 3. Having a complicated arrangement. 4. Consists of protoplasm. 5. Contains a number of subsystems. 6. Have a symbiotic, parasitic, or commercialistic relationship both with other biotic system and with the abiotic system. 7. Available in certain environments. B. Ecology. Ecosystem can be seen as the result of mutual influence between biotic and abiotic components in the conversion of energy and matter. Because ecosystems include organisms, biotic, and non-living environments, abiotic. Viewed from its function, an ecosystem consists of two components, namely, first, autotroph components, namely organisms that are able to synthesize their own food in the form of organic materials from inorganic materials with the help of solar energy and chlorophyll. Autotroph consists of plants and phytoplankton. 2. Heterotrophic components, namely organisms that use other organisms as food. Included in this group are humans, animals, fungi, and microorganisms. The principle of energy flow and material cycle in ecosystem include component activities that occur in biotic, namely, energy flow uses solar energy as the main source. B. Recycling of nutrients in the food chain. 3 types of food chains are as follows: types of creative food chains, which are plant material that move from one consumer group to the next. Types of decayed food chains, in which there are decaying organisms that describe other dead organisms. Type of parasitic food chain, in which there are smaller organisms that prey on large organisms.
the next subchapter about population. What is population? Population is collection of individuals of similar organisms that can interbreed and produce offspring, which are present in a certain area at a certain time. Let's look at a sample population. In the picture, there are buffalo population and zebra populations. Various populations in an ecosystem have the possibility to interact. Then, we will explain about the energy flow used in the community. So, the population can be classified as first, producer like plants, second, consumer one like herbivorous animals, third, consumer two like carnivorous animals, which is a meat eating, fourth, consumer three, which is another carnivore, either carnivore, and then parasites, organisms whose food is food that has been digested by other organisms. Next, carcasses are animals that live from dirt or the bodies. The last, the composition, like a bacteria and fungi. The next subchapter about community. Community is collection of various population of organisms that live in a place at the same time. Let's look at an example community. In the picture, there are giraffe population, lion population, and ant population. So, in the picture, there are more than 2 animal population in one ecosystem. Do you know what the difference is in population and community? We will explain the difference between population and community. First, population consists of one species, while a community has more than one population. 2. A higher population in the community than in a population in the same ecosystem.
A. Natural and environmental resource. On this earth, there are various ecosystems that have various species composition, which are in accordance with their function in the flow of energy and material cycle in the ecosystem. There is a material cycle and energy flow which ecologically influences the entire earth in terms of, first, modification of climate change, second, maintain water cycle, third, control erosion and soil formation, fourth, maintain oxygen and nitrogen cycles, fifth, neutralize waste, sixth, pest management, seventh, maintain carbon availability and its cycle.
In general, ecosystem will change existing natural resources. Resources come from natural world. Then, the new environment created by humans is often not preserved, so that it can damage the natural ecosystem. Humans play an important role in their environment. The increase in human population can cause a problem in Indonesia.
F. Ecosystem as a natural resources. Natural ecosystem provide a lot of natural resources that are very useful for human life. But along with advances in technology and human needs that continue to involve the conversion of natural ecosystem into artificial ecosystem. Based on its nature, natural resources can be distinguished from renewable natural resource and non-renewable natural resource. First, renewable natural resource. The non-conventional natural resource that its user began to develop as follows, such as A. Solar energy, B. Geothermal energy, C. Magma, D. Wind energy, A. Tidal energy, F. Biogas energy, G. Biomassa energy. And second, unrenewable natural resource. The sustain of natural resources are drawing on natural resources that are worked to consider population dynamics and productivity of those resources. In case the demand river problem will be able to case A. The increase of soil erosion, B. The land descends in fertility, C. The perception of water shortage in dry season and spilling of water is multiplied when rain of food, D. A drop in groundwater, A decrease in the product of the forest, and the last one is mud intake.
Human and living environment. The interaction between humans and the environment has evolved. As populations grow around the world, many countries continue to exploit the planet's natural resources. On this earth, there is a little amount of ecosystem in the living environment which is unaffected by human activity. Humans could build a new kind of ecosystem for their own sake. Humans' role towards their environment. First, human as an ecologically dominant organism. There are two main reasons why human is labeled as ecologically dominant organism. A. Human could compete in order to fulfill their necessity, especially foods, better than other organisms in the ecosystem. B. Human is able to give a significant impact for their surroundings and other organisms. Second, human as a tool maker. Human has been developing their ability to make tools since in prehistoric era. It is a proof that human's brain has a special ability compared to other creatures. Third, human as plunderer. The human's domination towards another creature and nature can bring a huge impact. They tend to do excessive consumption to suffice their unlimited needs. This kind of exploitation will destroy the ecosystem and another organism. Fourth, human as the cause of evolution. The way humans accelerate evolution is by cultivating floras and faunas, creating a new habitat, producing new varieties, and distributing either floras or faunas to a new area. Human as polluter. The main polluter in this earth is definitely human being. They contribute many amount of pollution for each year. Two of major problems of pollution are air and plastic pollution, which are getting worse every year.
I. Population problems and nature environment. Humans live in world determine their environment. The environment can change based on the change in human attitudes and behavior. Population density requires the level of needs such as food, clothes, and housing will increase. Indonesia is a country with a large population. The large number of population has positive and negative impacts. The positive impact is that more human resources can devote themselves to advancing the state. But the negative impact is that it can lead to population problems due to the lack of means to compensate for the population and its uneven distribution. Population issues have an impact on the natural surroundings. For example, overcrowding can cause a clean water crisis. Clean water that is used every day comes mostly from groundwater, surface water, and atmospheric water. The amount of water on Earth is fixed, while the population is increasing from year to year. Therefore, limited supply of clean water can cause quite serious problems. Clean water is needed by various industries to meet the needs of the population, irrigation, livestock, and etc. Increasing population also means that more garbage or waste is generated. This results in a lack of availability of clean water. Dow Jones in 1986 said that the existence of the term population pressure means various difficulties for the population in fighting for their living needs caused by two factors, namely, the first, certain conditions of the natural environment, such as deserts, regions,
regions of the earth at high latitude and at least developable natural resources. And second, the level of development of human technology that affect the ability of humans to utilize natural resources. G. Population problems in Indonesia. Actually, there are many population problems in Indonesia. You can see. And the first is the birth rate problem. There are problems due to mortality, the problem of population, the problem mobility issues, and the problem with population density. From the many population problems in Indonesia, there are several ways by the government to overcome these problems. The first is succeeding in the family planning program, or we call it KB program. It is fertility control, which is a control of fertility through certain stages. And the second, succeeding resettlement program, or transmigration. And the third, implement the industrialization program. The fourth, changing farming patterns so it does not damage soil structures.